This has to be the most un-Christmas Christmas I've ever Christmased. It is almost 70 degrees outside, and I don't know why it doesn't feel like the holiday season right now. Maybe I'm tripping, but it don't feel like Christmas.
Christmas is coming. Why I never feel like Christmas is coming? It's probably cause my family f***ed up, or probably cause my money ain't in lump sums. I don't buy presents until after the holidays, when the buy one get two half off signs wave. And I still may not make a purchase. Now my insecurities got me feeling so worthless. How I feel about religion got my prayers feeling so churchless. If my soul ain't for sale, then what is my sole purpose? Rolling down La Brea on a 212. I heard my worst enemy wished I do well. I heard a close friend of me ain't too fond of me. I got word that this Tinder match wanna follow me. She wanna link up tonight, and I'd rather spend time with her than with folks I've known my whole life. Like, Christmas ain't coming. I'm acting like Christmas ain't coming. There's no bonds, just blood relationships. I really hate this shit, but Christmas is coming. I want it to feel like Christmas is coming. Let me be vulnerable and face my fears. Don't wanna hide my face when I shed tears, baby.
Bro, it's time to get this shit up, bro. Christmas, Thanksgiving, Halloween. It's time for us to get this shit up, bro. We need to stop celebrating this bullshit. We knew Thanksgiving was a motherfucking massacre. We knew it was. And I know that black people helped in that massacre also. A lot of people don't want to talk about that. It was black pilgrims too. See, when you know history, study that shit, you'll understand all this shit been a game. And niggas have helped in the oppression of black people throughout history. We need to get this shit up, dog. Spending our money just for nostalgic reasons. Yeah, fuck that turkey. Fuck that goddamn tree. It's time to get this shit up, man. It's just time to get this shit up, dog. It's time to get this shit up, dog. The average person spend a third of their income on holidays. Christmas, Thanksgiving. Man, it's time to get this shit up, dog. It's time to get, and I know a lot of y'all done got them really spiritually, you done clocked out. It's a lot of people spiritually done clocked out of celebrating holidays. It's just do it because it's routine now. That's why a lot of people, a lot of people have, some people have their Christmas tree up all year. A lot of people is spiritually clocked out of these holiday shit. The spirit is fed up. We need to get this shit up, dog. It's real talk.
I'm being tagged in videos, people Christmas spirits down. It's okay. Christmas started off as a pagan holiday anyway. It was ritualistic, especially when black people got here. Black and brown people, we were used as the ornaments. It's okay if you don't like Christmas. That may be your ancestors telling you ain't supposed to be celebrating it anyway. Christmas today is mainly for the kids to look at the lights, get the gifts and things like that. Nobody really celebrates Christmas for what it's for. Christians came and adapted and tried to, make it look better later on, but Christmas was always a pagan holiday. That's why some, I don't know if it's Christian religions, I ain't Christian, but some people frown at it and they don't celebrate it. Yeah. So it's okay if you're not in the spirit. Your ancestors wasn't supposed to celebrate it anyway. It's okay. It's totally okay.
I seen a video of somebody saying that basically TV programming made holidays feel more like holidays, and that was the gist of it. But I wanted to say that's low-key true, because when it was Christmas time, I ain't gonna lie, real people know that all the kids shows went all out for Christmas season. They made sure that their TV programming was everything Christmas based, so you genuinely felt like you were in the spirit of Christmas. When it was Halloween time, they made sure everything was Halloween based. From the commercial breaks to the commercial segments to the filler episodes to everything. Every single episode from every TV show had a theme for every holiday. But now that I'm getting older, I'm starting to realize that kids really don't feel that holiday spirit because there's nothing that really fuels it for real. You get on the internet and it's regular every single day. There's no genuine theme that goes on the internet. The internet is like freelance, but when it was TV shows, it was always on their schedule and the way they controlled it, so they could control everything. And so when they wanted kids to be in that Christmas spirit, they did the Christmas spirit theme stuff, that Halloween, Thanksgiving, Easter, everything. It got to the point where ABC was doing 25 Days of Christmas and Charlie Brown specials. Like, if you a real one, you remember them Charlie Brown specials. Let's keep it a buck.
Shalom. I would like to give All honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. I would like to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to all you sister Akim, pushing this word across the four corners of the world. So as you can see again through the spirit, the Christmas spirit within America and really throughout the four corners of the world is dead. And the closer that we get to Yahweh Shai's second debut upon this earth, then the more that he's extracting the merriment, the cheerfulness, the gladness, and the high spirits within this American society. And more people are sharing their sentiments upon social media and saying how the Christmas or the holiday spirit isn't there anymore, or how it doesn't feel like Christmas, and the list goes on. And this is more proof, according to the book of Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter, in the 3rd verse, and how it goes into for the vision is yet for an appointed time. But at the end, it should speak. And what's speaking right now? The glorious words of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, which are end-time biblical prophecies, and where every inhabitant upon this earth, whether they want to or not, are going to be confounded by the words of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. And that takes me to Isaiah chapter 24, verses 7 to 11 within the NLT, the New Living Translation. The grapevines waste away, and there is no new wine. All the merry makers sigh and mourn. The cheerful sound of tambourines is stilled. The happy cries of celebration are heard no more. So a lot of these Americans, they are tired of grinding, tired of being lied to, tired of surviving instead of living. And all of these emotional and financial burdens upon them is pushing them to that breaking point. Like, what's the point? Like, what's the point getting into this holiday spirit or going all out buying gifts, things of that sort, in this stressed out economy? So again, the grapevines waste away. There is no new wine. All the merry makers sigh and mourn. The cheerful sound of tambourines is stilled. The happy cries of celebration are heard no more. The melodious chords of the harp are silent. Gone are the joys of wine and song. Alcoholic drink turns bitter in the mouth. Like, for instance, the club culture within America is dying out. And where the younger generation, they are drinking less compared to my generation or previous generations. And a lot of them would rather pop pills or do other types of drugs. And most of these drinks that be in these bars and clubs are watered down. And on top of that, they be overpriced. So a lot of these party goers will rather opt out and enjoy their entertainment at home with family and friends. So Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai is diminishing that Bacchus spirit from this American society. And Bacchus, which was a Roman deity, and he's equivalent to the ancient Greek god Dionysus, which means the god of agriculture, wine, fertility, and revelry, which goes into these lively and noisy festivities, these celebrations or parties or merrymaking. And what we just read earlier within verse 7, all the merry makers sigh and mourn. And according to Ecclesiastes, the 12th chapter and the 3rd verse, it goes into how those that look out of the windows shall be darkened, which further explains why you see most of these people within your everyday life or day-to-day walk. A lot of people are within that dark, gloomy, dismal spirit. Like, they are spiritually clocked out. And that vibration alone is causing the city of confusion, referencing to America, aka Babylon the Great, to be broken down. So again, the melodious chords of the harp are silent. Gone are the joys of wine and song. So the entertainment value is being extracted from this American society. And mind you that we are within an informational age and where a lot of hidden truths are now coming out to the forefront and coming out to be exposed of its pure intention. Like the entertainment value within professional sports, because a lot of people are coming to that realization that it's all rigged. And you have a lot of these Las Vegas casinos are associated with professional sports betting. And now it's coming out to the forefront that it's all fraud. Because at the end of the day, anything that Esau Edom has his hand in, then for sure it will be adulterated, defiled, and corrupted. So by a lot of people coming to that realization, that takes away that pure enjoyment or excitement aspect away from the game. So again, gone are the joys of wine and song. Alcoholic drink turns bitter in the mouth. The city, referencing to America, writhes in chaos. Every home is locked to keep out intruders. mobs gather in the streets, crying out for wine. And that pure wine is referencing to the knowledge, the wisdom, and the understanding of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua via the Holy Scriptures. And where we are approaching those times that it's about to be a famine of hearing the words of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua unto his pure intent. And you're going to have a lot of our people, you biblical Israelites, who did not take their grace period serious, and you're going to be searching out for the true and righteous prophets out here within these latter times. And you're going to be very puzzled on why these catastrophic events are happening worldwide. Like, you're going to be seeking for divine answers that only the true messengers of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua can give you. But throughout that time, the true and righteous prophets will not be that readily accessible due to the draconian measures that this American government will implement very soon. And with that being said, joy has turned to gloom, gladness has been banished from the land. Hence, the Christmas and really the holiday spirit within America is dead. And it's no type of spiritual or financial rehabilitation and to restore America back into its glory days. The American thrill is gone. And when you have a lot of our people be saying they're trying to get into the Christmas spirit or that holiday spirit, which is ultimately by invoking or summoning up demonic spirits. Because that Christmas or that holiday spirit, which our people should not be participating anyway, it traces back into Satanism because it's all rooted in demonic false idols. And that takes me to Amos 5:20 to 23 within the NLT. Yes, the day of the Lord, Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua, will be dark and hopeless without a ray of joy or hope. And you have a lot of these so-called Christians who are absent of the gift of the Holy Spirit. They be speaking on wayward doctrines concerning the so-called rapture and how they look forward to so-called Jesus Christ to return. And the Most High Yahweh speaking through the prophet Amos, and earlier within the chapter, he's asking, woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord, and to what end is it for you? Verse 21, I hate all your show and pretense, the hypocrisy of your religious festivals and solemn assemblies. Hence this Christmas celebration and also the New Year's celebration, and where these sheeple are social engineered to have New Year's resolutions, which is a tradition where people try to commit personal goals or make some type of positive changes within their lives at the start of the so-called New Year, which is all BS. Because right here again, it says, I hate all your show and pretense, the hypocrisy of your religious festivals and solemn assemblies. Verse 22, I will not accept your burnt offerings and grain offerings. I won't even notice all your choice peace offerings. Away with your noisy hymns of praise. I will not listen to the music of your harps. Like all of these demonic holiday carols and songs, and that saying, which is Merry Christmas, derives back to an old English phrase, Christes Macy, and it means mass of you people who inwardly calls Christ or the Messiah. And on page 537 of the Catholic Encyclopedia, it says, in the Christian law, the supreme sacrifice is that of the Mass. So therefore that word Mass in a religious usage means a death sacrifice. So now you have all these people globally and programmed to say Merry Christmas. However, they are ultimately saying mass death of the Messiah. So again, verse 23, away with your noisy hymns of praise. I will not listen to the music of your harps. If you are a true follower of the Messiah and you know the origin of this satanic holiday, why even be involved where the masses are gravitating towards? Because the scriptures tells us, follow not the multitude to do evil. Or you will have some people that will acknowledge the origin of this satanic holiday, but would justify themselves by saying it's all about bonding and spending time with family. But ultimately through the Spirit that shows us, you Christian churchgoers are very worldly and you are not truly about the words of the Most High. And now through the gift of the Holy Spirit, we as the hopeful elect have found out that Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua is only dealing with a select few of his people, which are known as the elect of the nation of Israel, the Israel of the Most High, the ones who are destined to walk according to his word, his standard, his principle, and who are going to adhere unto the word and the message of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua. And that takes me to Isaiah 19, Verse 1 in the GNT, the Good News translation, in the heading, God or the Most High Yahweh will punish Egypt. And Egypt is a biblically codified name for America or Babylon the Great. So the Most High will punish Egypt. He's going to penalize this sinful kingdom, America, for all its wrongful and hurtful deeds. And most important, for the controversy of Zion, who represents you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Like a lot of our people forgot, America is our captivity. And the vast majority of our people have gotten so comfortable that they have made America their continuing city, their home. And the scriptures clearly tells us within Micah 2 and 10 how this American captivity is not our rest, because it is spiritually and morally polluted. And it will definitely destroy you if you are spiritually, mentally, or emotionally invested into this burning building. And it says, this is a message about Egypt, again, referencing to America. The Lord, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, is coming to Egypt, riding swiftly on a cloud. And that's referencing to these so-called UFOs, or spaceships, which are indeed the angels or the chariots of Israel. This is our golden ticket for deliverance or salvation as the elect of the biblical Israelites. And it says, the Egyptians' idols tremble before him, and the people of Egypt lose their courage. So Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua has more of these Americans tapped into excessive fear, more emotional, having a lot of anxiety, stressed out, depressed, and just uncertain about the dire situations occurring in America. So therefore, these people are losing their bravery, their courage. And it says, the Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua says, I will stir up civil war in Egypt. And a civil war is a war between citizens in the same country, which means that America will have a civil war 2.0. And it says, and turn brother against brother and neighbor against neighbor, hence division. And let's get right quick, Luke 12 verse 51 in the NLT. And this is Yahweh Shah speaking. Do you think I am come to bring peace to the earth? No, I have come to divide people against each other, which is a direct cut for people trying to propagate that message about everybody globally coming together. So back again in Isaiah, the 19th chapter, verse 2, the Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua says, I will stir up civil war in Egypt and turn brother against brother and neighbor against neighbor. Rival cities will fight each other, and rival kings will struggle for power. And here's the point, verse 3. I am going to frustrate the plans of the Egyptians and destroy their morale. You have a lot of these Americans are worried about the public safety concerns, hence a potential T attack or attacks, which will be false flags if they do happen. So that thought alone is disrupting their plans for New Year's, of these different cities canceling or making amends to their New Year's celebrations. And on top of that, Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua is depleting the mirth for this American society. So again, I am going to frustrate the plans of the Egyptians and destroy their morale. And the morale goes into their confidence, their enthusiasm. Like their American pride spirit, it's not being properly chanted as it once did about 5 or 10 years ago. And then frustrate the plans can also go into how these people have new aspirations, goals or objectives or dreams or resolutions for America in 2026 to be better compared to the previous years. And if you are wayward thinking like that in this day of time, in the midst of all these catastrophic events happening worldwide, hence these end-time biblical prophecies, then you are definitely lost in the sauce, which is that Babylonian wine. So I am going to frustrate the plans of the Egyptians and destroy their morale. They will ask their idols to help them, and they will go and consult mediums and ask the spirits of the dead for advice. I will hand the Egyptians over to a tyrant, to a cruel king, referring to Donald Trump, will rule them. I, the Lord, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, have spoken. So as you can see through the spirit, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai is targeting the entertainment value within America, of course, concerning entertainment, music, sports, and as it's stated within Ecclesiastes, how the daughters of music should be brought low. which goes into all the fashions of entertainment. Then on top of that, you have a shattered economy, and these Americans are buried in debt, and where many Americans are one emergency away from a great financial crisis, like living paycheck to paycheck. And a lot of American households, if you miss one paycheck, then you're on the verge of being homeless. So these Americans are facing a lot of economic and financial woes. And that vibration is only going to get more heightened and more intensified. That's mainly affecting the so-called middle class of America. And the middle class are often referred to the backbone of an economy. They're the key to economic growth. So now, through these draconian measures, you have this particular class being gradually phased out. And that cause and effect is convincing a lot of these Americans to mentally, emotionally, and spiritually clock out, being into this so-called holiday spirit. So with that, hopefully you all was edified, you all stay strong, keep pushing forward. Shalom.